This video is brought to you by the EA Game Changers program. Thank you, EA, for providing travel to this event. Hey guys, what's up? It's Pixelade here, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you watching that are new, my name is Matt, also known as Pixelade, and I make Let's Play and news and info videos of The Sims 4 right here on my channel. Before I get started, I want to thank SimGuru Kate and everyone over at EA for inviting me to Sims Camp 2018 and paying for my travel expenses. It's seriously just so insane knowing that I was invited to this event. If you would have asked me, Matt, are you getting invited to Sims Camp ever in your life? I would have said no to you. Like, this is just so insane. I'm so happy, so grateful, and so humbled to have attended this event, to meet the people that I've met, and of course to play the Sims 4 Get Famous expansion early and record its content for you guys. So thank you, EA, for allowing me this awesome opportunity. So this video is going to be a complete rundown of the Sims 4 Get Famous Create a Sim assets. It might not be a 100% rundown, I'm gonna say about 99%, because I know somewhere along the line I probably forgot a color swatch, I could have forgotten a pair of shoes, or maybe even a hat or two. It's gonna be pretty much impossible to have a commentary throughout this whole video, because it's probably about 30 minutes long, so I will cut to some music in a few minutes, but before then, I want to describe some of my favorite parts of Create a Sim. I am absolutely living for the costumes, for the brand new active acting career. I think it's nice that we have this kind of career, and I'm glad that they actually took a step back and really focused on one career. With The Sims 3 Showtime, we had 3 main careers. They didn't feel that in depth. And now with this and The Sims 4 Get Famous, they're really diving into the acting career and making it very, very detailed, and I really like that. For example, kind of like how we had The Sims 3 Supernatural, but in The Sims 4, they decided to take vampires out, expand on them, make them super detailed, and make them a pack of their own. I really like how they chose to do that, and I'm glad that they did the same thing with this. All I can say is in the future, I'm hoping that we do get a pack that's completely based around becoming a famous singer. I've noticed that as the expansion packs progress, the amount of detail in the clothing and in the hairstyles gets exponentially greater, and I'm just so happy that the detail exceeded everything I was expecting. The hairstyles and costumes are unique. I love the dresses in this pack. They do remind me a lot like the dresses from The Sims 4 City Living. I did spot a lot of oriental influence in some of the female clothing. From this point forward, I'm going to hand it over to my Pixelators. I posted on social media, ask me any questions that you can think of regarding the Sims Camp experience, and I'm going to answer as many as I possibly can over the next couple of videos, so that'll include all of my early access footage. I want to make sure that you guys are a part of this as well. This wasn't just an experience for me, I want this to be an experience for you guys too. Itori on YouTube community asked, who are you most excited to meet? And this one is a really hard question. I was excited to meet a lot of people, but I was definitely most excited to meet Urban Sims X. For those of you that don't know Jen, she has a YouTube channel, she makes Let's Play videos, mod reviews, CC haul videos, all that stuff, and she seriously is such a sweet, pure individual, and she is just as sweet in person as she seems online. I will put that out there. She's the real deal 100%. She's no different in person than she is online in her videos. She's so warming. She gave me the biggest bear hug. She said she loved me. She's just amazing. Nothing but nice things to say about her. Also, another person I was excited to meet was Deligracy, and what's funny is I met her in the most weird way. I was leaving my hotel room, heading to Sims Camp, nervous about meeting everyone for the first time, and while waiting for the elevator, it opened up and I saw Deligracy in the elevator, so I got to meet her in the hotel lobby before Sims Camp, so that kind of helped my nerves a little bit. And just like with Jen, she has a very pure personality, and she's just as amazing in person as she is online. Lawless Lolliat on YouTube community asked, what's your favorite part about attending Sims Camp aside from getting early access to the game? Is there anything about the experience that you feel could be improved? Alrighty, so favorite part about Sims Camp besides early access to the game? That's definitely going to be meeting SimGuru Kate. I've been wanting to meet Kate for a very long time. For those of you that are new to my channel and don't know, Kate is one of my biggest inspirations as far as content creation. I was at a place about a year and a half ago roughly where my channel wasn't growing. I was demotivated. Every time I uploaded a video, I was actually losing subscribers, and I didn't want to make content anymore. I just wasn't happy. And I was in the middle of my YouTube and Twitter hiatus. I was barely posting anything, and she randomly followed me out of the blue. A sim guru followed me on Twitter when I wasn't even posting, and I was like, whoa. I was literally so mind blown and so happy. I got on Twitter, I thanked her, I started becoming more active, and as I became more active, we began to talk more and more. I started posting content, and then from there, she kind of just reignited that flame that I felt was lost. I got back into posting videos. I began to launch my new series, News and Info, which took off and blew up. I seriously was not expecting that at all, and I'm still so grateful for that, even a year after starting that. So getting to actually meet Kate in real life, the person who kind of reignited that flame inside of me and brought back that passion for the game that I've loved since I was little, was just so magical. I couldn't describe it any other way. Yet another person that's just as pure and sweet and innocent in real life as they are online. And I could say that honestly about every single person that I met. All the game changes are just awesome. I love them. I don't know if there's anything about the experience that I feel could be improved. I thought everything honestly was perfect. I really thought that everything was perfect the way it was. If I did have to say one thing, now I did notice that there were 2 nights of Sims Camp. Number 1, we needed more nights of Sims Camp, but I realized why they don't want more nights of Sims Camp, because it probably cost EA too much money to do events like this, because there was a lot at these events, so I can understand the financial reasons and all. I would want there to be more nights, but I understand why there are not. But the first night of Sims Camp was the party, where we got to know the Simmers. That was from about 5 p.m. to midnight. So we had that time to, have drinks, eat, walk around, get to know people, take selfies. There was music, a DJ, we got to dance. There was party lights everywhere. Like, it was seriously lit. And the next day from 9 o'clock in the morning to 8 p.m. was content capture. Of course, there were more events open. There was a karaoke station. There was a Polaroid wall where you could take pictures. There was a little station where you could get in front of a camera and create your own GIFs and flip books, which I do have. I have 3 of them. I got to create a bunch, which was another really awesome thing I got to do. And of course, we got to do all of our game capture. We got 4 hours of game capture. I would have had the full 4 hours if it wasn't for the computer and my hard drive disliking each other, and half of my footage ended up getting corrupted, but still, it was an awesome experience. But I feel like it could have been improved if the first day of Sims Camp was the content capture and the second day was the party. I feel like I would have enjoyed the party more if I had gotten to know all of the other Simmers at camp beforehand, but I'm still very, very happy with how everything turned out. Honestly, I don't want to complain at all. Jenny on YouTube Community asks, how large was it there, and were there mostly guys or girls? Good questions. It was a pretty large venue. It was a lot larger than I was expecting. I was kind of just expecting a 1-room venue. It ended up being a multi-room venue, and it was huge. There were so many rooms. Each room had its own purpose. There was a room for dancing. There was a dining hall. There was an area for content capture. There was another hallway with the karaoke station and the Polaroid pictures. There was another area for snacks. So it was crazy, guys. There was a lot going on, and I was really, really happy and really surprised with how much there was. Like, it seriously was just amazing. It blew my mind. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, don't even get me started on the freaking ball pit, guys. There was a giant ball pit with green balls. There were little signs that said, no woohoo allowed in the ball pit. That literally killed me when I saw that. But seriously, the amount of activities at Sims Camp were awesome. I wasn't expecting all this fun stuff. Like, I just thought it was gonna be a conference, playing games, talking to people, and eating. That's all that I thought it was. I didn't think there was gonna be a DJ. I didn't think there was gonna be music. I didn't think that was gonna be a freaking ball pit that you could swim around in with your Sim friends. Like, it was seriously quite the experience, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else. Like, I haven't been to any other Sim camps, but just judging by vlogs, by what people are saying, this really seems like it was the best Sims camp ever, even for other people that have been to many other Sim camps. I'm gonna say it was probably an equal split between guys and girls. I saw just as many guys there as girls. There might have been more girls than guys, but there were a lot of guys there as well. It wasn't just all girls. I got to meet one of the simmers that I've been closest to for a long time, Iron Seagull. He's a guy, of course, he was there. Also Spring Sims, he was there as well. And tons of other YouTube content creators, Twitch streamers, and bloggers and Instagrammers. Adams IQ on YouTube community asked, where were you staying at during the event, and was it provided for you by the Sims team? Yes, it was provided for us by the Sims team. Our hotels and flights were covered, and that's one thing that I do want to bring up, is because I'm very thankful, and I want to thank EA and SimGuru Kate for covering the price of all of that for me and making sure that this trip was affordable. I am not allowed to disclose the venue in which we stayed at. Even though Sims Camp is over, I still believe I'm not allowed to say exactly what the venue is, but I will say that the hotel was absolutely gorgeous. There was a huge TV inside, which I barely even watched because most of the time I was either out exploring London on the streets, or I was at Sims Camp, or I was in bed sleeping, but it was amazing. I loved it. The bathrooms were fancy, the shower was fancy, the bed was a nice giant king-size bed. Even though I had to share it with my mom, it was still really, really big and really comfy. I seriously do miss that hotel room a lot. CC Gasha asks, how did it make you feel seeing other simmers that inspired you? I was a little starstruck at first, and I had a lot of fangirl moments. Like when I saw Deligracy, I kind of had a fangirl moment. When I saw Jen, I kind of had a fangirl moment. Like it was just seriously a dream come true. I really wish Life Simmer would have been there. She's one of my main inspirations. Also, I want to say Queen, rest in peace. She was my main inspiration for my channel. Unfortunately, she's not around with us anymore today, but if she was there, if I was able to meet her, I would have probably had a mental breakdown, because she's the reason why I'm uploading content onto YouTube in the first place. And she's the reason why I started all the way back in 2011 and in 2012. So seeing those people would have seriously made my day. But everyone that was there was seriously just as awesome, just as nice. And I'm so happy to have met all of them. Ocean on Twitter asked, what was it like seeing other simmers for the first time? Were you nervous? Was traveling abroad easier than you expected? What was your favorite memory from Sims Camp? Great questions, Ocean. First of all, I want to say, Ocean, I love you so much. You are seriously a beacon of light in this community. I know that you're relatively new, but I've seen your content. You make killer content. You're absolutely amazing. I love you. I cannot wait to collaborate with you, because I think you're a genius, okay? I think you're a Sims genius. I love what you make, I love what you stand for, and that's the main reason why I want to involve myself with you in this community. It's just because you're so pure and so amazing and so bright. So I'm just gonna put that out there, and now that I have that out there, I'm gonna answer your questions. So seeing other simmers for the first time, it was crazy, especially some of my faves. Like I said, Jen, Deligracy, seeing Steven, seeing, oh my god, the tide's changing, Ashley, she was so nice. I love her so much. Seeing Nicole from Nixel, that's her, I think that's how you pronounce her channel. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but seeing her as well, like everyone seriously blew my mind. I love all of them so much. Thank you guys for being so sweet and nice to me on this trip. I was not expecting it. And yes, I was nervous, Ocean. I was very, very, very nervous. I was so nervous that I felt nauseous most of the trip. I have like a lot of anxiety issues, so it's easy for it to get the best of me. And I was just so nervous traveling and seeing everyone. It was a new environment. I've never been on an airplane before. I've never traveled. I've never been to an airport. Being away from home for so long and just being around a lot of people that I really wasn't too close to. Like, I'm acquaintances with a lot of simmers, but I really wasn't super close with anyone. So just knowing that and being in a room with all those people was kind of nerve-wracking at first, and it made me sick to my stomach. But after talking with people and learning about them, I kind of felt that nervousness slip away, and I felt like I really became part of what was there. And that's why I'm really happy for this experience, because it helped push me outside of my box. I felt like I was trapping myself in a box where I wasn't traveling, I wasn't going out and doing things and meeting people and being social, and this totally kicked my butt outside of the box, so I'm very happy for that. Traveling abroad was definitely a lot easier than I expected. It was still rough, but it wasn't as bad as what I envisioned in my mind. The plane ride wasn't even that bad. Literally taking off was like a holy shit moment, but after the first time, when we took off on the way home, I was like, here we go, whee! Like, I loved it so much. But when you're actually in the air and you're looking out the window, you can't really perceive what it is. It doesn't even look real, and the plane was just so smooth, it just glided. It was so nice and easy to relax and fall asleep. I seriously enjoyed that a lot. What was your favorite memory from Sims Camp? Favorite memory from Sims Camp is probably talking with Jen, Iron Seagull, and Steven. I love those three so much. I'm glad I got to meet them and all. Also, another really awesome memory was sitting down at the computer, loading up The Sims 4 Get Famous, and just opening it for the first time gave me this warm fuzzy feeling inside that I haven't had since opening seasons for the first time. Like, being able to play an expansion pack early and being able to just dive into it, like, it's just so amazing to me. Like, I just can't believe that I was picked for an event like this. Meredith on Twitter asked, was it different than you anticipated, and how so? Yes, it was very different than I anticipated. I was not expecting as much people as there was currently. So of course, walking into the venue and seeing that many people, it did escalate my nerves a lot at first before I started talking to people, but once I started opening up to other simmers, I was okay. What was the funniest thing that happened at Sims Camp? Don't even get me started. There was a little incident. I don't know all the juicy details of it, but apparently there was a bunch of simmers sitting on a sofa and the sofa broke, and there's a picture circulating on Twitter of Jen laying back on the sofa as the chair is breaking, and she has this look on her face like WTF. That's all I know, so I'm not gonna say anything else because I don't know who all is involved in it, but that was seriously the funniest moment at Sims Camp. Oh my god. What was something about the experience that was unexpected from you? Sim Queen asks on Twitter. There was another feature that the Sims team did reveal, and it is coming in a future patch. So not the patch that's coming next, in the patch after. And we did get to play with that said feature as well as the Get Famous content. I am not allowed to say what it was, at least not yet, but oh my god, when you guys find out what it is, you are going to crap your pants. It's so amazing, so fun. It's something I've been wanting in the franchise for a very, very long time, but that was very unexpected, and I literally lost my crap when I saw it for the first time. Emily on Twitter tweeted, did you get to explore and sightsee before Sims Camp? I did do a little bit of sightseeing beforehand with my mom. Of course, she wanted to walk around a lot, so I did a lot of that with her, and I almost got hit by a car like 3 times because I kept looking the wrong way when I crossed the street because I'm not used to the traffic going in the opposite directions. So that was that, but I did get to explore London a little bit. I was a little bit bummed seeing that the Big Ben was under construction. I wanted to get a nice picture in front of that, but it was still beautiful. And no, I was not going to get on the London Eye because I have a terrible fear of heights and I would have had a panic attack up there, so I just looked at it from down on the street. It looked gorgeous and the whole city is just beautiful. I love the architecture in Europe. Luke Billings on Twitter asked, what were you most excited for before going to Sims Camp, and was that what you enjoyed the most afterwards? You know, before Sims Camp, I was most excited to explore the expansion pack. And on my way back, I realized that was not what I enjoyed the most. As much as I loved exploring Get Famous, with the amount of footage that ended up not being corrupt, which was probably half of it, I just really enjoyed meeting everyone, talking with them, and kind of building relationships that I've started online. That was the most fulfilling part of this whole trip. Luke Billings also asked, do you want to attend more events in the future? Yes, 100%. Kate, if you're watching, please let me go to the next Sims Camp. This event was awesome. I seriously had the time of my life, and I'm so grateful to have attended. And if I get to go to the next Sims Camp, I will literally die. Like, that would be amazing. Luke Billings also asked, what was it like meeting Kate? Meeting Kate was seriously probably one of the highlights of the trip. She's always been so sweet to me online. She's always been so supportive of me and my channel and my content. So meeting her, being able to give her a hug, and just talking to her while walking to the venue for Sims Camp was seriously awesome. I was so nervous talking to her, but I was just so happy that I was able to do so. So of course, Kate, if you're watching, I want to thank you for believing in me and believing in my channel. I really appreciate it. Sup Sonic on YouTube community asked, did you get goodie bags? What items were inside? Yes, we did get goodie bags, and oh my god, guys, they gave us a little green plumb bob backpack. There was a little Sims thermos, a Sims travel cup, a giant plumb bob sticker, some awesome sunglasses with a plumb bob on them, a Sims 4 pen, some other miscellaneous goodies, and of course we got a Sims Camp sweatshirt. So that was another another awesome thing. Also, we had little identification badges that we used to get into the venue, so I have my own little badge that says Pixelade on it with an EA lanyard. Like, just having those things, it just makes me feel so official, and it's just so cool. I love it. Ghost Sparks on YouTube community asked, what was your favorite thing to eat there, and how many friends did you make there? I made a lot of friends, honestly. There was a lot of people that I talked to, more than I thought I would. I thought I would literally just talk to 1 or 2 people there. I ended up talking to tons and tons of people. Like, I talked to so many people and got so many selfies that I seriously can't even keep track of who I talked to, because I talked to so many people. But as far as my favorite thing to eat, you know what's really funny is I did not go out and eat a lot of food in the city. I didn't really explore that too much, but the room service at the hotel was the SHIT. I got a burger from room service and they delivered it up to my room, and that burger was so good. Oh my god, I know it's probably not even English food, that's probably American food, but still, it was really good. Also, the hotel had breakfast included for free in the morning. They had omelets, all types of fried meat. They had fresh fruit, orange juice, milk, pretty much anything you can think of. And it was pretty awesome eating it in a fancy dining room too. Erica on Twitter asked, are you more hyped for Get Famous or were you more hyped for Seasons? I'm going to keep it 100% honest with you guys. 100% Seasons, guys. Always Seasons. I am a sucker for Seasons. I loved The Sims 2 seasons. The Sims 3 seasons changed the whole game. The Sims 4 seasons changed the whole game for The Sims 4. Seasons will always be my favorite expansion pack, so of course I was more hyped for Seasons than I am right now for Get Famous, but it's okay. I'm still really excited for Get Famous because of the awesome content that I've seen in the game. Like, we are getting a lot, especially as far as like the acting career goes, and being able to have our own stages and sets. Like, the amount of props and stuff that we're getting, you guys are going to SHIT bricks. Like, it is crazy how much content we are getting. Juan on Twitter asked, is there something that you wanted to do / go but you couldn't or didn't have time to do? And there actually was. As far as Sims Camp, I wanted to do the Polaroid pictures and the karaoke machine, but for some weird reason, I just completely forgot to do both of them. I don't know why. I was just so antsy to get my hands on the game and get some capture time in, and I wanted to walk around and meet people, and before you know it, the event was over, and I was like, oh my god, Matt, you completely forgot to do the karaoke machine. You completely forgot to do the Polaroids. And then after I got back to the hotel room, I noticed that there was this giant vault where you go inside and it makes like a tornado of money that basically flows around. It's like a little suction vacuum with money inside. I guess it kind of resembles the new money vault that's coming to The Sims 4 Get Famous. I couldn't even do that because I didn't even know that existed. So I guess that was in part my fault because I didn't walk around enough to even see that existed. And I should have honestly mapped out what I wanted to do on paper. I kind of just played everything by ear and did things as I wanted to, and I didn't really have a plan to it. So I guess that was my fault. Juan on Twitter also asked if there were any embarrassing moments. Hell yeah, there were plenty of embarrassing moments. Oh my gosh, there were plenty of times where I was so nervous talking to other simmers that I would just literally lock up and not be able to say anything because I was so nervous and so starstruck or fangirling or whatever the case was with any particular simmer. I seriously had a lot of like brain farts and couldn't say what I wanted to say because I was just so nervous, so excited, and so happy, and I don't normally have those types of moments. So that's how you know that I was really drowning in anxiety. These next series of questions are really important. Fangtonics on Twitter tweeted, what was the most rewarding part about the whole experience? Honestly, the most rewarding part is being able to go, meet everyone, build relationships. Just the simple things, talking and laughing and enjoying the game that we all love together. That's what it's all about. It's about love and, you know, just being there for each other. So that was definitely the most rewarding out of the whole experience. And also because it helped me grow as a person and helped me, you know, come out of my little antisocial shell that I have. She also asked, what is the biggest piece of advice you could give to someone who is hoping to one day follow in your footsteps and become an EA game changer? My best advice for you is to not give up. Definitely don't give up. Be persistent, be consistent, put the time in, put the effort in, put blood, sweat, and tears into your work and into your craft. You will make it one day, I promise you. If you put all that you have into your work, I promise you your work is going to be amazing. Your work is going to be worth it. You will be noticed eventually. Make sure that your content is professional. Make sure that you're upgrading your microphone. Make sure you have a fast computer so your game is smooth. It's the little things that really help you grow. Of course, we don't have, the budget at first, but eventually save up and those things will fall into place. Also, make yourself a part of the community. Spread love, spread kindness, do giveaways, give back to the people that help you. That's how I see it. 5 Colors of Raven asked me on Twitter, was there anything super extra special we should know about? Yes, there is a new game feature coming that I talked about a few minutes ago, and it's super extra special, but I am not allowed to say anything about it yet. Just wait, keep your eyes peeled. Honestly, it'll probably end up leaking today because I know a lot of people recorded footage of it. And honestly, I have a feeling that some people aren't going to abide by the embargo and are going to end up slipping up and posting it in their footage. So it's probably going to leak today. And if it leaks, I'll be posting about it on my news site. But if it does not leak, then you will not hear a word from me until the embargo is lifted. But oh my god, it's super special. It's a new feature coming to The Sims 4. It's something I've been wanting for a very long time, and when you see it, you're going to crap your pants because it's so awesome. Lexi on Twitter asked, what was the worst part about Sims Camp? Sips tea. I already know you're trying to get me to say something shady, but there's nothing shady to be said. The worst part about Sims Camp was simply traveling back home. Yes, I was homesick, I missed being home, I wanted to get back home, but that was the saddest part, was just leaving everything and having to go back home. I had so much fun being able to play the game early, meeting everyone and all, and just having the time of my life with people that I've never met before. So it was kind of crazy. So that was definitely the worst part, was just leaving it all behind and heading back home and knowing that there's a chance that I could potentially not be invited to anything like that ever again. You never know if you will. This could be my only time at Sims Camp. So I thought of that, and that kind of made me sad. So of course, leaving was definitely the worst part about Sims Camp. Cohen on Twitter asked, how does it feel to be able to play a pack before it comes out? Honestly, it feels really strange considering I'm not too used to it still, but the last year or so I have been receiving early access for packs, and I do enjoy it because it lets me play the game and give my honest opinion on it to you guys and show you exactly what comes with it so that you can decide if you want to buy it or not. And I like receiving it early because then it gives me some time to plan so I can do early giveaways for that pack. It's also really cool to have early access too, because then I can start to plan my LPs and stuff in advance. The Rosebud YouTube asked, what was your reaction to getting the email? And oh my god, I remember that night so vividly. I remember that Sim Guru Kate sent me a DM on Twitter saying, check your email, and then there was a little emoji of a silly face. And as soon as I read that, I instantly knew what it was, because just prior to that, a few days before, I was wondering, I was like, you know what, this is around the time that they announced Sims Camp, because Sims Camp is usually September, October, and it was like August. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is the time that they announce it. So I was kind of prepared in a way, but in a way I kind of wasn't. And when I saw that, I instantly knew. I ran to my email, I logged in real quick, and then I read it. You have been invited to Sims Camp 2018. The first thing I did was I freaked out. I started jumping, and I had my hand up to my face, trying not to cry. And I was also freaking out because I was nervous. I was like, oh my god, this means I have to get on an airplane. I've never been on an airplane before. I have to travel. Oh my god, I'm not ready for all this. So that was a concern. It was kind of all these conflicting emotions. It was excitement, it was nervousness, it was everything, but still, it was just so weird to be invited to this event. Who did you connect with the most? I definitely connected with Iron Seagull, which is Julian, and I also connected with Urban Sims, which is Jen. I connected with those two the most. They are so sweet, so loving. I'm just so happy to have met them in real life. My favorite part of the activities was doing the ball pit and putting on the giant pink Smurf wig, the pink sunglasses, and doing the little flip book. That was awesome too. Lillian on YouTube Community asked, who did you spend the most time with? I probably spent the most time with Iron Seagull, and I probably spent the most time with Ashley, the Tide's Changing. Both two awesome people. Haley on YouTube Community asked, I'd be a nervous wreck to not only meet people who are essentially heroes to me, they say never meet your heroes, lol, but having to fly thousands of miles away from home to do so. How did you handle that? And are the gurus and simmers as wonderful in real life as they seem online? Great question. The YouTubers, yes, I have nothing but good things to say about them, but I haven't really said too much about the gurus. I did get to meet Sim Guru Graham. He's awesome. Oh my god, he's seriously one of my favorite gurus. When I was playing the game, there is a new gold toilet that is in the game. I can now say it because all of our content will probably be up now anyways. And I went up to the toilet and I changed the color of it so that it wasn't gold anymore and that it was silver. And I called him over. I was like, Graham, come here. I was like, what's up with the toilet? You said it was a gold toilet. This one here is clearly a platinum toilet. And he giggled. So he's just really funny and he's really down to earth, and I'm happy that he got to go. I really wanted to meet him, and I've been wanting to meet him for a long time. I remember when he demoed The Sims 3 seasons and we had a live stream for that. I will never forget those times. So I'm happy that he was there this time for me to meet him. I know I've talked about Kate a lot, but I seriously cannot stop talking about her. I love her so much, and she went out of her way for me on this trip. There was a lot of issues with my hard drive and the computer, and my hard drive wasn't formatted correctly, and some of my footage went corrupt, and I noticed it while I was there because I went on to do my second capture session, and my footage wasn't there for my first capture session, so the whole 2 hours that I filmed my Get Famous gameplay for were all gone. I went up to her, I told her, and she said, Matt, we're gonna get it figured out. We'll get you on for 2 more hours. No matter what, I'm gonna make sure you get all 4 hours of capture. She went out of her way to make sure that I got all the footage that I needed, and I seriously cannot thank her enough for that. She went above and beyond to make sure that I was able to get all of my videos for you guys up. So thank you so much, Kate, for all that you've done for me this trip. John on YouTube Community asked, who or what was most annoying about the Sims camp? This one's definitely going to be a what kind of question. The most annoying thing about Sims camp was adjusting to the time zone over there. Oh my gosh. Jet lag literally killed me. I've never traveled internationally before, so I don't know how that kind of affects me. But going into the future, I went 5 hours into the future because I'm used to East Coast time in the United States, and I went all the way over to the UK time. So that was an adjustment for me to make. So of course my sleep schedule was off. I was staying up late at night. I was having a hard time falling asleep when it was time to get up in the morning for Sims camp. My body was just like, no, keep sleeping. So it was kind of annoying in that sense, but there was no one there that was annoying. Nothing about Sims Camp in general annoyed me. I loved every part of it. It was just adjusting to the time zone and the traveling that was kind of a headache to me. Kim on YouTube Community asked, is the ball pit worth the fun? Hell yeah, that ball pit was freaking awesome. At first, I couldn't even get in the ball pit because everyone just swamped towards it and wanted to be in it at the same time. So I couldn't even get near it at first. Everyone was in it. It was too crowded and sweaty. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay away from this for now. I'm going to go and chill, have a drink, have some water, relax, talk to some simmers. And later that night, I came back to it and it was completely empty. So I went in there by myself, chilled. I had a lot of funny moments. I filmed myself in it. And I'm probably going to edit a lot of that footage into a vlog. But the ball pit was awesome. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. I know there's tons and tons of questions you guys are asking, and I have another video that I need to edit next after this, and that's going to be for build mode and buy mode objects. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and hopefully you are excited for all of the new Create a Sim assets coming to the game. Did you see anything in this video that particularly stands out to you, either in a positive or negative way? Let me know down in the comment section below. Also, let me know what you are most or least excited for in this expansion pack in general. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and add it to your favorites. Subscribe to become a Pixelator today, and ding the little bell next to the subscribe button to be notified of any future upload. I love you to the moon and back, and I will see you all next time in my next video. Bye, Pixelators.